The only thing that can stop you is your own self-limiting beliefs. In fact, every single belief is self-limiting to a certain extent. I always tell my clients, and I think it's a really funny quote that I've made up. There's nothing impossible that there's nothing that you can't do as long as it's not breaking the laws of physics or breaking the laws of society. That's it. And technically, you can do the latter. I just don't recommend it. I just don't think it's the smartest idea in 99.99% of cases. Right? But if you were to litter and no one saw you and you go about your day, is that a big deal? It's up to you. Or imagine if you were to litter but you make, I don't know, millions a month and you pay that $500 fine or whatever and it's literally nothing to you. I mean, did it really matter? Are you actually confined by the laws of society in that case? So actually, small tangent, but I just realized that technically the laws of society are a little bit bendable, and everyone kind of knows this. It's not like I'm saying crazy shit here, but I don't want to make it seem like I'm out here breaking laws and shit. I'm not. That being said, the laws of physics is something, I mean, to my extent of knowledge, I haven't really been able to break it, right? But everything that's outside of that, everything that's not your belief in physics or your belief in the laws of society is a belief that you can eliminate, and you have no requirement to keep those beliefs you have. So okay, what are some beliefs that people have that prevent them from achieving success? One is that it's hard. It's hard. Right? It's hard to achieve success in dating. It's hard to be in shape. It's hard to make money. It's hard. This is a belief. This is not reality. You've accepted this. And now that you've accepted that it's hard, you're going to feel frustrated on the path because you're going to keep thinking, oh, this is hard, this is hard. As opposed to, what if you told yourself it's not hard? What if you told yourself it's actually harder to be unsuccessful? Now you've inversed this, and now you're living in a different world because you view things differently. So for example, if you think it's hard to sit down and do work, and if you think that's something that's supposed to be boring and difficult, then now every time you sit down and work, that's the mental talk you have to yourself. And now you avoid it, and you keep telling yourself that you can't sit down and work for X amount of hours because it's a hard thing to do. But what if you told yourself that sitting down and working is something enjoyable, something meaningful, something that's not hard at all? It's part of our habitual, like it's part of who we are as humans to sit down and focus. Now, another belief, so the one about working hard, that's one, right? Like it's hard to be successful, it's hard to be this, it's hard to be that. I mean, it's not. It's really not. If you're watching this video, you can truly achieve anything you want, especially because you stumbled upon this channel, which I highly recommend you just binge watch. Especially, I've always recommended, guys, if you want to level up, the way you consume this channel is just literally look at the titles, and whatever resonates with you personally, I want you to watch. I also have a Start Here playlist that has what I believe to be my favorite videos. I do need to update this because I haven't really used it recently. I haven't updated recently, so I need to update that. But to get back to the point of this video, beliefs. Okay, what's another belief? This is a great one. This one has to do with socializing and dating. There's this belief people have that you have to be drunk to be fun. You have to be drunk to enjoy a club or a bar. You have to be drunk to talk to drunk people. That's an interesting one, right? You go to a bar, you're all stiff, everyone's drinking. You told yourself you didn't want to drink tonight, but since everyone's drinking, you feel weird to be with them because they're drinking and you're not. That makes you weird, right? That makes you a fucking loser, right? It's so crazy how inverse people's beliefs are. Like how, okay, this is what it comes down to. At the end of the day, there is no right or wrong. If you want to have that belief that you have to be drunk to have fun, that you have to get drunk when people are drunk, that drinking is something that should be considered normal, and it's normal and it's okay to just get blacked out fucking once a week. If you want to keep that belief, you can. You just have to understand that your beliefs are the clearest indicator of where you're going to end up in the future. And if you want to keep that, I promise you that's not going to bring you to a good place. Or it's not going to help bring you to a positive place. Positive being, what I would deem positive is abundant, loving, happy, successful, wealthy, confident. If you want those things, then trust me, everything I'm saying in this video, every belief that I'm trying to essentially make you inverse or remove, are all beliefs that I believe to be that will bring you to that direction. Okay. So, the alcohol one. You don't need alcohol to have fun. Here's the real belief that you should adopt. You don't need alcohol to have fun. You don't need alcohol to hang out with people who are drunk. You don't need alcohol to have fun in a club and drink at a bar. I mean, have fun at the bar. You don't need alcohol to socialize with strangers. You don't need alcohol to feel loose and fun. You don't. And now here's an even crazier belief. Here's one that I kind of adopted, which is, it's kind of pathetic that you need alcohol, that someone would need alcohol to be themselves, to have fun. And wouldn't it be so awesome and cool and powerful if someone could just snap themselves into a fun state? If someone could just act as if they were fun, illogical, free-flowing at a moment's notice, like whenever he wants to. Wouldn't that be fucking cool? Well, you can, as long as you believe it's possible. But if you don't believe it's possible, you've closed the window to that opportunity presenting itself. I'm a great example of someone who, I used to believe that alcohol one. Actually, before I even go into me, let me go into another belief, and then I'm gonna wrap the video up by telling you guys my story with each belief, which will be very insightful, because I had all these beliefs and then I changed them. So the first belief I mentioned was the idea of work being hard, success being hard, obtaining anything being hard. That's one belief. And the reason that's not good, by the way, is because most people have a negative connotation towards what hard is. Right? And final thing I want to say about that one is there's this thing I like to say, which is when I accomplish something, or when something like positive happens to someone, I like to say easy. Easy. In fact, my old mentor would tell me that. You know? And it's almost like solidifying your logical mind that it is easy. This isn't difficult for me. But anyways, let's get to another belief that might be limiting you in your success. Here's one even more relevant towards dating that I've noticed is really prominent in the masses. Women are manipulative, evil, and a waste of time. That's a belief that if you have right now, I feel sorry for you because you're gonna have a really shitty fucking dating life. Damn. You're gonna have a horrible dating life, bro. Sergio, but women are fucked up, man. I saw this reel about this girl that got caught cheating with her husband's sister or... See, you gotta ask yourself, the beliefs you have, where do they come from exactly? Has someone just told you these beliefs and you just unconsciously adopted them? Or did you watch a fucking TikTok and you just unconsciously adopted that belief? Or did you have an experience, and did that experience scar you so bad that you have accepted that experience to be the pinnacle of what's true, and now that's your belief based on that experience? It's usually one of these three. Either you have an experience, someone gave you a belief, or you've consumed something, which is the same thing as someone, right? But you've consumed something in social media, the news, etc., and you've adopted that belief. It's one of those three. Every single belief you've ever had is one of those three. Why am I pointing this out at all? Why? I'm trying to make you see that you didn't choose to have any of your beliefs. Isn't that crazy to think about? Like, you didn't choose it. You didn't choose for your family to believe in Christianity, so now you believe in Christianity. You didn't choose that the algorithm was going to show you some girl being a bitch, and now you have a negative thought process of women in 2026. You didn't choose that your parents were fat and now you're fat, and you view the concept of being in shape as like complicated and difficult. You didn't choose a lot of the beliefs you have, which means you're a fucking walking unconscious human being. Like, it's kind of fucking insane how many of you guys are riddled with shit that's stopping you from your growth. So to get back to my point about the women being manipulative and all this shit, ask yourself, how did you even obtain this belief? How? And I already know people are thinking and about to say, Sergio, but I had this experience with this one girl, and that's why I feel this way. Okay, dude. One fucking girl. Do the fucking math. 1/4 billion. Yeah, there's 4 billion women in this world. 1/4 billion. How much truth can be abstracted from that equation? How much? Oh no, but Sergio, it was actually 10 girls that I've taught. 10/4 billion. How much truth can be extracted from your little fucking sample size? Your pathetic sample size. How much? Get the fuck out of here, man. You think you know it all. You don't know shit. And I know some of you people are literally thinking, Sergio, you think you know it all. You clearly do. You're out here making videos about it. Bro, once again, it's up to you if you want to adopt the beliefs that I state in these videos. It's up to you. I mean, you can. Your life's going to be fucking sick, bro. And then you're probably going to become extremely successful in all domains. And then one day you're going to thank me. And maybe I'll meet you in person. You can. And you could be one of those people that in the coming years, or less than coming years, as my name becomes more prominent in the space and this channel blows up crazy, you're going to be like, yeah, I was one of the first people that started watching this thing and my life changed dramatically, and shout out to this Sergio guy. He's awesome. You can be that, or you could be some fucking guy who I say these things on the video, and you have a reaction to not watch me because I'm essentially triggering a part of you that's never been really triggered this hard. which is the last thing I want to say in this video, which is that if anything I said triggered you in any way, that means that your ego is identified with the beliefs that you have. And in fact, every belief you have is identified with your ego a little. It is actually. Any belief that has to do with, the physical world. So I want you guys to know that that's how you know you have a belief. And that's like the indicator of what a belief is, which is that there's an emotional reaction when someone pokes your belief. Like what I do. That's what I do. This entire fucking channel is going to make you question your entire fucking life. Thank you. No, you're welcome. You are welcome, because there is no more value I can give to someone than challenging their own beliefs. Because because anything you've ever wanted, the only reason you haven't achieved it is because you don't have the proper set of beliefs. See, me and you, if we were to examine our brains and our hearts, we would see, oh my God, the beliefs here are very different. This guy thinks making money is difficult. Sergio doesn't. This guy thinks women are evil. Sergio doesn't. This guy thinks looks are very important to women. Sergio doesn't. This guy thinks you should treat women like Disney princesses and that's how they like you. Sergio doesn't. If you were to see our beliefs and you were like examine ourselves, you would see why I'm here where I'm at, and you would see why you're there where you're at. And then this gets to a very interesting thing that could happen when you consume my videos and you listen to what I tell you guys, which is you end up closer to where I'm at. You kind of become me. But then here's what's super interesting is you start to realize a lot of my teaching is so objective. I am not here telling you my ego identified beliefs that I have. Like, I'm not here telling you that. I'm telling you the truth, dude. This is the truth. Abundance, positivity, success, it's the truth. It's what you actually have within you. You do. You have the power to achieve whatever you want. And those who believe me, they will. And those who don't, they won't. Now, if you want to take it to the next level because you like my content, you like what I talk about, link is in my description to work with me one-on-one. I just hired a new client yesterday. Shout out to Chris, dude from Miami. Very interesting guy. It's funny, when I was talking about the beliefs, one of them reminded me of him. And he's coming into the program with all these limiting beliefs, and I'm essentially just going to break all of them. Break as many as I possibly can that he'll allow me to, right? But it's funny because he's working for me, but he doesn't even know, unless he's watching this video, he doesn't even know that that's my main value I'm going to give him, is like breaking his beliefs and giving him different ones. Everyone thinks it's about knowledge. It's about, like, what's the pickup line? Oh, what's this? What's the knowledge? What's the secret? And in a sense, it is about knowledge, but it's more about not having the wrong knowledge, not having the wrong bullshit in your mind. It's more about that than it is about, like, knowing something different, But yeah, if you want to level up just like this guy's about to fucking level up, link in my description to apply to work with me one-on-one, to manifest your dream life, and specifically to really level up your social confidence, your dating, and your charisma. Doing this for 5 years. I can do it for you too. Apply in the application below. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out on Instagram, Sergio Chavez Coach. It's also going to be in my description. And that's about it, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day and choose to believe what will serve you and drop that which doesn't and just controls you and limits you. Have a great day, all right? Peace.